자, 여러분들 반갑습니다. 용봉입니다. 제가 추리게임 전문 스트리머로서 이렇게 왔지만 셜록 홈즈 안 해볼 수 없겠죠. 정말 지난 게임들이긴 하지만 그래도 해보도록 하겠습니다. 셜록 홈즈 챕터 1. 서론 필요 없다. 바로 가자. 사실 추리게임 하는 사람인데 셜록 홈즈 안 한다 그러면 좀 범죄긴 해. 그렇게 유명한 시리즈인데.
Ginger, that's what you
생강.
need. A mouthful
그게
of
너한테
good
필요한
stuff
거야.
will see the back of any seasickness.
Thank you for your support, John. Don't suppose you actually brought any ginger?
No, I don't get seasick.
Terrific.
Don't worry, Sherry. We've almost arrived at Cordona. I can see land through the porthole.
So much for docking by tea time. The captain seemed more interested in his maids than in his maps.
Oh, is Sherlock grumpy? Cheer up. We're back where we grew up. It's exciting. What's changed? What's the same?
Ugh. I'm starting to question whether the weeks-long journey was worth it. Travelling all this way, enduring this indignity simply to visit a grave. Even if it is my mother's.
Ah, that's just Mycroft's nonsense, still rattling around in your head. Try to forget what he said. I have.
I believe it was that this is a performative farce, a feeble excuse to avoid responsibilities, and that there was nothing to be gained from it.
You needed to do this. Enough of the self-pity and doubt. So we're a little late. What of it? We'll retire to the hotel and visit her in the morning. It'll be worth it.
Thank you, John.
And if you want to notify the captain's wife of his indiscretions, I will not stand in your way.
Ah, at last. I'm quite ready to get off this cursed boat.
Come on. We'll go together.
다들 포마드를 올렸네. 나도 올려야겠다. 나도 올리고 게임하겠습니다. 나도 머리 올리고 게임해야겠다. 아니, 컷신 안 뛰어넘어. 절대 안 뛰어넘어. 아, 이런 영화 같은 거 나무 너무 좋아, 진짜. 그래, 게임은 종합예술이야. 이런 거 하나하나 즐겨야 된다고. 새로운 사건, 어머니의 사랑. WASD로 움직이고 마우스로 상호작용. L은 뛰어넘기.
Sherlock, don't get lost in this huge garden. Follow the sound of my voice.
알았어, 임마. 야, 내가 뭐 아무리. 예, 안녕하세요.
Welcome to Il Palazzo di Lusso, sir. We just need your signature.
서명만 해주시면 됩니다.
There you
서명.
are.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Yes, we have room 221 prepared for you. I see it was reserved for 2 people. Would you like a second key?
Oh, no, I think we'll stick together.
Very good. Rooms are upstairs, sir. Welcome to Cordona.
I apologize, sir, but your room is not yet ready. Perhaps in the meantime you would like to relax in the
아니야?
foyer?
야, 이거 어떻게 해야 돼?
Tonight the restaurant is offering a complimentary marlin ceviche to all our guests.
Let's check what they have on offer.
아, 밥 먹자고? 오케이. 밥 먹어야지. 호텔 1 로비에서 밥 먹어야겠지? 아, 이거?
Hey, Sherry. Just our luck.
왜?
A medium, John. Haven't we been through this already?
Come on, it's not like we've got anything better to do.
어머나? 당신이 영매인가요?
Excuse me, sir, but I believe Mr. Galich is conducting a séance at the moment. Perhaps you'd care to have your portrait drawn while you wait?
Why?
Pardon me?
Why should I sit for a portrait?
Sir, it's art. It doesn't need a why. It is its own justification.
All things require justification, be they objects, systems, or beliefs.
How about art as the lens through which we see the truth of the world?
예술이라는
That's
렌즈를 통해서.
backward. Truth is not subjective and not complicated. It's just the truth. It either is or it isn't. You do not need a lens to see it, just an open mind.
Ha! That seems rather close-minded. Truth, like beauty, is in the eye of the beholder. So tell me, what do you see?
Mediocrity.
너 팁 알지야?
Sherry, I'm over here
아,
with
여기서
my
앉아야
little
되는구나.
Ursine companion.
Cordona's even quieter than I remembered. It's going to be a long evening.
Ah, come now, Sherry. What say we amuse ourselves with a little game?
간단한 놀이? 뭐 생각해둔 거 있어?
What were you thinking? Oh, promise me it isn't nonsense. After being cooped up on that boat, I am itching for activity.
No. As you can see, someone left a cane on our table. I simply thought you could identify its owner.
Ah, so it is nonsense. It'll take me a minute, John, at most.
Well then, you can deliver it to him as well.
내가 왜 돌려줘야지? 아니, 어련히 알아서 오겠지.
Deliver it to him. Then what are the staff here for? Aesthetics?
그러니까
Stubborn, Sherry, too stubborn. You wanted something to do.
Slapping oneself in the face is also something to do. That doesn't make it worthwhile. But all right. Let me take a look.
자, 저 지팡이의 주인만 찾아내면 되는 거지? 뭔가 있는데? 길게 누르면
The hand
조절.
grip is a head of a golden Javanese statue, probably stolen from a temple. The dents suggest it has been used as a bludgeon. A crest depicting a bulb of garlic in a meadow.
통마늘.
Perhaps the Fielding family or meadows. Or Craven, from the old English name meaning garlic place.
크레이븐. 여기 문양 하나 더 있네.
The cane is made of ebony. It's worn uncared for and bears the scars of
And
numerous hits.
uncareful.
This cane is an expensive and ostentatious weapon. Its owner must be
허영심의
vain, volatile, and of noble English blood.
Take it with you, Sherry. Let's return it to its owner.
허영심의 부푼 영국 귀족일 것이다. 잠깐만, 이거 가져가라 했나?
All right. I hope you noted down your observations in your casebook. But how are you going to find this nobleman?
The cane itself is not enough. I may have to ask other guests if they saw who was here.
아, 오케이. 먼저 이 사람한테
Do you know
물어보자.
anything about this?
Of course. Stop me when you've had enough.
이 자리에 있었던 사람은 3명이다. 한 부부와 나이 많은 전 해군 장교다. 사람들은 부부가 어떻게 됐는지 모르지만 해군 장교가 바람을 쐬러 앞들로 나가는 모습을 보았다. 그를 찾아야 한다.
Well, even with your keen senses, Sherry, I doubt you'll find the cane's owner on your first try.
앞들. 안녕?
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
My dear fellow, you're talking to the right man.
신사분이 사람을 찾. 해군 장교 로즈 씨는 귀족 부부와 함께 우리 테이블에 앉아 있었다. 남자는 요트에 관해 얘기를 했었고 부인은 지팡이를 만지작거렸다. 어쩌면 그녀가 지팡이를 옆에 두었고 그녀의 남편이 가져가는 것을 잊어버린 채 영매를 만나러 가는 것일지도 모른다. 이제 교령회실에 들어갈 완벽한 구실이 생겼다.
Hey, Sherry, don't we now have the perfect excuse to visit the seance?
교령회로
I'm
들어가야
just
돼?
going to give the cane to its owner. You will not persuade me to take part in this show.
Call me when you find the answer.
야, 오케이.
Come on, if you hurry, perhaps we'll see the
아,
ghost.
요쪽이야? 아, 여기구나. 오케이.
This hotel,
어머나.
this island, it's full of thieves. First my cane, now the diamond. Take your hands off me!
어머나?
Do you even know who I am? Hey, boy, that's my cane.
I get that a lot. It's a very common design.
What? No, that's a custom-made.
A joke. A joke. It was left at my table in the restaurant. I thought it deserved to be returned.
Well, I'll be... It is rare to encounter a straight-fingered true penny these days. What
아니,
a
지가 놓고
treatment.
갔으면서.
I must ask, how did you know I was the rightful owner?
관찰한다. 저기 아래 여기 반지. 결혼 반지를 끼지 않는다. 자, 중지에 꼈죠. 그 다음에 부유하고 유행을 따른다. 술에 취했다. 부풀어 오른 붉은 피부. 그 다음은 마지막 하나로 뭐가 있을까? 손이? 최근에 누군가를 세게 쳤다.
Simple deduction.
간단한
Your cane told me
추리죠.
everything. I was after a British noble who takes boxing lessons but suffers from some liver issues. And if one were to go further, one may even be able to extrapolate your name from your heraldic symbol, Lord Craven.
Well, you're half correct.
Ah,
I'm
아니네.
indeed Lord Andrew Craven. Your other guesses were wrong. But you still have the edge over that blasted medium. Well, you found my cane. Perhaps you can locate my diamond too. Yeah.
더 노력해야겠다.
Child's play for you, Mr.
Holmes. And if a child can do it, then I'm sure the local police can suffice.
The police? Why bother? I know this harlequin stole it. The only question is, where is it hidden? Fine. Give me my stick and I'll resolve the matter myself. This thief almost confessed after a single punch.
I suspect a beating may result in answers of questionable veracity. Fine. I shall spare you and he the trouble if you first answer me this.
교령회에서 무슨 일이 있었습니까? 다이아몬드에 대해서 이야기해 주시죠. 나라면은 교령회.
You insist the medium robbed you during the séance. But what occurred exactly?
It was a dirty trick. We were sitting here in the dark, chanting and holding hands as expected. Then something began to appear from the medium, like a cloud or a bubble. The swindler called it ectoplasm.
Yes. Common in the spiritualist trade.
심령체.
Indeed, perhaps too much. My beloved Emma screamed in horror, and I stood to defend her, attacking that cursed ghost.
How brave.
But my hand hit nothing. The medium jumped away from me, and Emma fainted. I lit the candle, and the diamond was gone.
또 물어볼 수 있구나. 다이아몬드에 대해서 이야기해 주시죠.
How does a priceless diamond become the subject of a séance? It is an unusual accoutrement.
Emma wished to speak with its former owners. My grandfather told us it belonged to a Raja, an Indian king.
So you were summoning long-dead Indian royalty and, pray tell, you were expecting him to converse in English?
To be frank, Mr. Holmes, I don't believe in ghosts. But Emma was fascinated by the idea of meeting a real king, even a dead one.
Well, a crown is a crown. Can you describe the stone itself?
A yellow diamond, not less than 100 carats, and perfectly egg-shaped. There is not another like it.
오케이, 좋습니다. 주변을 좀 둘러봐야겠어요.
Stay here and don't touch anything. I'm going to investigate further.
Don't fret, I'll be keeping a close eye on this thief.
좋습니다. 자, 이제 주변을 좀 둘러봐야 된다라는 명목하에
Ooh, I love the ambience. Nice and creepy.
회전시키기. 잔이 깨져 있네.
There are light traces of rouge on the edge of this wine glass.
립스틱 자국이 지금 묻혀 있다. 탐원형의 홈.
The diamond was placed on the table so that all participants could reach it.
그러네. 딱 지금 딱 들어갈 수 있는 위치야.
This must be the ectoplasm.
심령체.
Too bad there's not enough for a proper chemical analysis.
Ectoplasm. The ghost was here, Sherry.
담배 재떨이?
Half a glass of Balblair Scotch and the remains of a Paul Aranaga cigar. What else does a gentleman need?
나비? 웬 나비지?
This brooch is old and cheap, but the moth design has its
나방. 오케이. 괜찮으세요? 코피 좀 흘리시던데.
What happened here?
I don't know. The ghost. I summoned it as usual, but then it all went wrong. The lady screamed and pointed at Lord Craven. And there was a shadow. Such a mystical force. It terrified the lady. And it must have taken the diamond. Who else could have?
여기 영혼이 있습니까?
Do you feel the presence of any supernatural entities at the moment?
Are you joking, sir? My nose is broken, this maniac wants to kill me, and you're asking about the spirits?
I suppose this can wait.
누구 짓인지 밝혀내겠습니다.
I will investigate, and the culprit will be identified.
But this stubborn brute Lord Craven blames me right now. As if I could do something like that. Perhaps you can reason with him? Please?
Seems like you're ready to delve into your mind palace, Sherry. I'm sure you'll make some good deductions.
자, C로 수첩을 열고 기억의 궁전으로 이동하십시오. 크레이븐 부인은 창문을 향하고 있었다. 이렇게 하면 들어있던 목격자 크레이븐 부인은 창문을 가리켰다. 교령회 중에 그녀는 뜰에 있는 누군가를 본 것이 틀림없다.
It seems there may have been an unexpected visitor outside the window.
아,
It
이렇게
was the ghost of the Raja.
이런 식으로 했다. 여기 누가 있었다라는 얘기잖아. 최근에 긁힘, 무언가에 끼었다. 이게 말발굽 같은데?
This looks recent. A shoe with a broken heel will surely
구두.
leave scratches. All right, John. Do you think a ghost could leave this footprint?
움직임을
I'm
추적하면
reserving
먼저
judgment. Use your keen eye to
관련
follow the
증거를
trail.
고정한 후 이렇게 해서 여기 있구만. 그래, 여기도 들어갔고. 아니잖아 이거. 이쪽은 아마 스태트프 온리 쪽으로 갔었던 걸로 기억하는데 내가. 여기 있다.
Size 4 with a broken heel.
구분 부러져 있다.
Size 4 with a broken heel.
장미?
Most more. All the maids in the hotel wear this exact shoe.
아,
So definitely not the ghost of a Raja.
신발의 사이즈 4의 하냐 이거.
No.
안녕하세요.
May I ask you something?
Oh, yes. I can tell you everything, sir.
직원이 말하기를 루시아가 직장에서 일반 신발을 신고 있다고 주방장에게 혼났다고 한다. 그녀는 지금 그림 근처에서 청소를 하고 있을 것이다. 그림 근처면 위층인데? 안녕?
Finally, there you are. One would think a maid would be easy to find in this place.
I'm sorry, sir. Do you need more towels?
No, no. You are the maid who saw the ghost in the seance room, yes?
How did you know?
Simple. You changed shoes after breaking a heel while fleeing the
맞지.
scene.
I'm sorry, sir, but if I may ask, who are you?
작가입니다라는 거는 거짓말이잖아. 범죄 사건을 해결하는 중입니다. 라고 얘기하면은 작가입니다라고 하면 약간 좀 심리전인가? 거짓말을 한번 해보. 아니다. 튜토리얼이니까 범죄 사건을 해결하는 중입니다.
A precious diamond was stolen during the seance. Lord Craven entrusted me.
이 사람이 범죄가 아닐 수도 있으니까.
I'm sorry, sir, but we are forbidden to discuss the private matters of our guests.
Are you also forbidden from peeking into private rooms, Miss?
Saletta. Lucia Saletta, sir.
Tell me, Miss Saletta, what would your manager say if he knew you were spying on
협박하네.
guests?
Oh, please, sir, don't tell him. I have a family. I need this work.
I won't, but only if you answer my questions truthfully. And don't play coy. I can tell.
자, 회실에서 무엇을 봤습니까?
Describe what happened during the seance.
A lady and two gentlemen were sitting at a table. touching their hands to something, the medium
그냥
started
똑똑히
to whisper
밝혀.
and chant, and a ghost appeared.
A ghost? You're confident?
It was unearthly, sir. It grew from the medium's chest, a glowing cloud or a bubble. I pressed closer against the window to see better.
And the lady saw you?
How did you... Yes. She screamed and pointed, so I hurried to escape, and I broke my heel. But I did see the ghost. A sickly, evil thing.
다른 건 못 봤습니까?
And that's all you can tell me? Did you see any of what happened next?
The medium, Mr. Galici, he was doing something with the ghost. He grabbed at it like he was trying to catch it. And then I ran.
I suppose I should be grateful you endured these horrors for such a long time. All right, I have your account memorized. Good day.
Lady Craven retired to her
뭐야,
room to
이거?
rest. Lord Craven remained here until the staff reported that the medium was locked in his room.
상상을 이용해 과거를 재구성할 수 있습니다. 점과 상호작용하여 시작한 뒤 사건의 정확한 버전을 재현해 보십시오. 아, 이렇게? 야, 깐지다. 이런 식으로 하고 여기랑 여기 이게 이렇게 변한다고? 아, 정확한 위치에 서게 해보라고? 그럼 여기는 이게 맞지?
It all began when the lady screamed and pointed at the window. Lord Craven jumped up, ready to face anything, ghost or human. The medium shrank back in dismay. He was not expecting such a reaction and had to quickly hide the ghost. The lady was the only one left touching the diamond, at least until she fainted.
Amazing. It's like you saw it with your own eyes, sir.
오케이, 모든 증거 수집.
I forgot that you were here. I guess I should discuss all of this with Lady Craven.
The Cravens are upstairs in room 226. It is one of our finest suites.
If the lady was touching a diamond, then she would have felt the ghost take it. What do you think it felt like, Sherry? A jellyfish?
무슨 해파리야. 226호 있다 그랬죠. 자, 들어가 볼까요? 뭐냐? 아니?
You're here, at last. I didn't do that. I swear, I found her this way.
Well, I did have some questions for her, but it seems I've arrived too late. Now it's a matter for the police.
Mr. Holmes, you said it yourself. They're children. They'll only make things worse. You promised me you would investigate.
Investigate a theft, not a murder. Fear not. I will tell them all I've uncovered.
Please, help me. The police will surely accuse me of Emma's death. You are the only one who can find the truth.
진실은 언제나 하나입니다.
Fine, but only because it's slightly more interesting than the walls of my room. Tell me what happened.
Look, after you left, I waited in the seance room until the servants locked up Mr. Galici, the medium.
엠마는 당신과 있었습니까?
And was your mistress there too?
Oh, so you know? I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Regardless, the staff took Emma to her room. She was still feeling dizzy.
So you didn't follow her. Interesting.
영매는 어디 있죠? 영매 먼저 물어봅시다.
Is Mr. Galici still being held? And where did the servants secure him?
He's in room 225. But that pigeon-livered man at the reception desk refused to give me the key.
Well, I will have to visit reception myself then. Perhaps he will listen to reason.
당신은 어디로 갔습니까?
Where did you go instead?
To the bar. It had been almost an hour.
I see. And how long did you stay?
I partook of a well-earned whiskey or two before retiring upstairs. Ask anyone there.
Now we arrive at the tragedy at hand.
그 다음에 뭘 했습니까?
So what transpired after your detour to the bar?
I headed up to my room to find Emma on the bed. I didn't pay her much attention at first. I was still preoccupied with that damned medium. But when I realized she was silent, I drew closer and discovered she was dead. What's more, the diamond lay right there beside her.
Oh, well, that is splendid news.
Splendid? The return of the diamond will be cold comfort if I live out my days in a jail cell. You must help me.
Let me see what I can find.
Barely an hour has passed and you already have yourself a murder mystery, Sherlock. Why am I not surprised?
야, 벌써 살인 사건이 벌써 일어나기 시작했습니다. 야, 어디 있어? 너 여기도 있어?
You always take me to the best of places, Sherry.
난 셜록이야. 평범, 값싼
Remarkably
것을.
simple lock.
야, 이거 어떻게 열어?
I'm afraid I can wait no longer to hear your account of the séance, Mr. Galici. So please, tell me what you saw.
Lady Craven wanted to meet the spirit of the Raja. My conjuration was successful. Perhaps even too successful. I am sure the spirit was the only one who could have taken the diamond. Lord Craven needs to leave me alone.
Do you think the police will believe you?
Of course. I didn't take anything. And spiritual phenomena are beyond their control. Or should I summon the ghost again so they may attempt to handcuff it?
I think I would prefer to begin my investigation in the physical realm.
관찰한다. 이게 뭐지? 살짝 변색됐다. 화장을 많이 했다. 아, 이쪽이 조금 피 흘렸고 아까 저기 크레이븐 경한테 좀 맞았죠. 거식증, 영양실조로 보인다. 이쪽은 아예 안 보이고. 긁힌 자국이 있네. 새로 생긴 찰과상, 약간 피가 난다. 뭔 책을 보고 계신 겁니까? 손기술을 배웠다. 전직 도둑이 운이 다한 영매.
I have shocking news that changes your situation entirely. Oh, no, wait. What am I thinking? The spirits will have told you this already.
I'm not in the necessary state for summoning. The spirits prefer clarity of mind and soul. Please, tell me.
Lady Craven died in the very next room while you were in here. Did you not hear anything?
What? How? In fact, I did hear noises.
거짓말하네.
Craven is a very loud man. But I never thought he would do that to his wife.
Well, you claim to be a medium. Perhaps you could ask her spirit why.
What? No, it's too dangerous.
Oh well, at least I can make the dead talk.
상처에 대해 얘기 좀 해주시죠.
Those scratches on your hands look rather painful. What happened to you?
It was those savage servants. They were so rough bringing me here as if I was trying to escape. When I'm free, I'll demand compensation.
그렇다는 거지. 얘는 어쩌면 이 친구는 사실 어쩌면 살아있는 친구가 아닐지도 모르겠다. 그냥 얘 정신병의 일환이지 않을까? 얘는 왜 자꾸 이렇게 날 따라다니지? 야, 너 못 봤냐?
Help me, please.
That's a question I can answer.
오케이. 교령회실에서 나온 후에 크레이븐 경이 바에서 아주 잠깐 머물렀다고 말하는 목격자를 찾았다. 그러면은 어느 정도 신뢰가 가죠.
Mystery to investigate, my friend.
다이아몬드.
This must be the missing diamond. A tremendous specimen, now forever tainted.
이건 뭐야?
Everything was tipped out of the bed as if it was searched.
그다음에 얼굴? 목 졸라져 있는데?
Strangled with bare hands, judging by the bruises.
Do you think she stole the stone?
It's certainly possible, but we won't get her confession now.
Well, there is a professional medium right next door.
근데 여기서 목이 졸렸네? 나 이쪽에서 목이 졸렸어. 이쪽에서?
So young and so dead.
조용히
Another
해라.
mystery to investigate, my friend.
동전?
Fard Rouge Calomel Mascara, a real altar of beauty for the traveling temptress.
남자를 유혹하는 여자에 대해서는 뭐. 또 뭐가 있나?
Aha, a neat hiding place. Why would she conceal all of this? Virtus Audacta Sapit, courage tastes
용기는
bold.
대담하다.
A unique family motto. Several £1,000s, that's quite a fortune.
이거 나비 아니야?
This ring looks out of place among the others, and the design is familiar.
그 나방
Mystery deepens. A victim with checkered past.
이거 어떻게
Do
할
you
거예요?
recognize this ring?
이거 아세요?
Should I? That's a third-rate piece if ever I've seen one. I'd never buy something like this.
Did you ever see Miss Emma wearing it?
No. And why should she? I gave her enough jewelry that she could wear a superior ring every day of the week.
그래요?
I found these jewels secreted away. Are you familiar with them?
Ah, it cannot be so. That deceptive wagtail. How could she do this?
That sounds like a yes.
These items were supposedly stolen from us during our trip. I must have spent hours reporting it all to the police. And it turns out she had them all along. The trollop. I'd kill her myself were she not dead already.
센데. 중요 증거 수집. 기억의 궁전에 또가 뭔가 하나 나왔네. 엠마는 크레이븐 경의 것을 훔치고 있었다. 뭐야? 엠마는 남을 속였던 전력이 있다. 도둑질을 한 것은 엠마였으나 그녀는 크레이븐의 경을 속여 하인들을 훔쳤다고 믿게 했다. 그녀는 여정 내내 그런 짓을 했다. 루카는 엠마가 도둑이라는 것을 알았을 수도 있다. 루카는 엠마가 자신을 함정에 빠뜨렸다는 것을 알았을 수도 있다. 영매의 루카 갈리치는 엠마가 도둑이며 그녀가 자신에게 죄를 뒤집어 씌우려고 한다는 것을 알았을 수도 있다. 루카와 크레이븐. 루카는 자물쇠를 쉽게 땄을 수도 있다. 엠마가 루카를 긁었다. 엠마는 살기 위해 발버둥 치다 루카의 손을 긁었다. 이게 맞는 말인 것 같은데? 그러면 루카 갈리치가 살인범이다. 엠마는 다이아몬드 절도죄를 영매인 루카에게 뒤집어 씌우려고 했다. 그에 대한 안갚음으로 루카가 그녀를 살해했다. 추궁한다.
Luca Gallici, I know you murdered Lady Craven, and I can prove it.
That would be a grand story for the newspapers. But where's your proof? I was locked in here and could not hurt a fly.
엠마가 도둑인 걸 아셨잖아요.
As for the motive, it's obvious that you deduced that Lady Craven was the real thief. Of course, it helped that this was not your first encounter with Miss Emma.
I don't know what you're talking about.
맞구나, 코이츠.
How on earth can you believe this?
I think the police will easily find the proof when they browse their archives.
긁힌 상처도 매우 의심스럽습니다.
Your wrists are bloodied, and there's no way a servant's manhandling could cause such an injury. It was Lady Craven as you strangled her.
You are fantasizing, Mr. Holmes.
다음. 자물쇠는 마음만 먹으면 딸 수 있었을 텐데요.
Yes, the locked room. Good of you to mention it. I inspected the door between the rooms, and the lock on it is piteous. You could open it with a penknife.
So I am now a burglar, as well as a thief and a murderer?
자백하세요.
It is done, Luca. You will be arrested. Your best strategy now is to confess and hope your reasons were justified.
I don't know how you figured it out. But yes, I killed her, I had to. This woman could not get away with ruining my life twice.
Twice?
I knew Emma before she was a lady. I mean, she pretended to be noble back then too. But only so our gang, the Moths, could steal from those
도둑이었어?
stones. She betrayed us, stole all our money and disappeared, leaving us to rot in jail. I was young. I spent 3 years in that hell.
And tonight, she tried to set you up again. Did she recognize you?
She didn't. I came to her afterwards, pleading that she drop this farce, but she laughed in my face. I just remembered my time in the clink, all I suffered while she indulged. And I grabbed her throat.
아, 그래. 제가 어쩔 수 없네요. 기회를 드리겠습니다. 저는 가증스러운 사람은 물론 저도 뭐 죽음에 대해서 대가는 당연히 그에 마땅한 처벌이라고 생각하지만 저는 그에 대한 처벌도 기회를 주는 것도 그에 마땅한 처벌이라고 생각하는 사람입니다.
You already suffered at Miss Emma's hands once. I'm not convinced you deserve to suffer again. I can't help but notice the window latch seems faulty. Perhaps I should leave you here alone and fetch someone. I'm afraid it may take me some time.
Thank you. Thank you.
The police won't notice your disappearance immediately. Run, leave Cordona, and try to lead a decent life.
I won't forget your kindness. I owe you everything, Mr. Holmes.
Stop wasting time. Run.
Open the door, Mr. Galici. Don't make it worse.
경찰 도착했구나.
Imbeciles, why are you dawdling? Step aside.
오우야, 힘 센데?
That was too much fun, Sherry. I'm buzzing. Buzzing. Wasn't it fun?
A woman died, John. I was too slow to the truth, too hesitant to intervene. How can you...
Oh, lighten up. Those people made their choices. If you swan about with a diamond in your pocket, that's what happens. Wealth is a weakness.
So we must blame those who covet it.
With enough money on the line, Sherlock, a man will do just about anything, even murder. And then we get to solve it.
I suspect you perhaps cannot grasp the true horrors of mortality, John.
Oi, I am aware of my perilous existence, thank you very much.
I must admit, even if the outcome of the adventure was imperfect, there was some pleasure to be had in the puzzle.
Well, Cordona seems more depraved and decadent than we thought. I bet you'll get another chance.
A bet, you say?
A figure of speech. Just a figure of speech.
Damn. Well, take one last look at the view, then we must be off. It's time to do what we came here for.
아, 이렇게 일정이 끝나구나. 만약에 데모였으면 여기서 끝이었겠네.